Meta Monday!
Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Off Meta Monday. I'm your host, Flavic, and what they're telling me in these mean seas out here, these streets of the One Piece community, is that our boy Sakazuki is back on the menu. That's what they're telling me, at least. And so I decided to jump on the bandwagon, as it were, and jump right on into the Sakazuki train. I was thinking to myself, man, I really didn't think Sakazuki was all that hot. There's a lot of stuff coming into the meta here lately. These last couple sets have felt like have really power creeped him, but honestly, I was thinking he was kind of power creeped from the jump. I don't know what you would think, but let's get into the list and see what we can cook with on the new Sakazuki meta that everybody's telling me about. Let's get into it. Alright, surprise, I gotcha. It's actually Mono Black Sakazuki. Pulled the wool over your eyes. It's not the one that the people love, the blue black Sakazuki, the one that's back on the menu that everybody loves. I'm not doing that shit. We are playing Mono Black Sakazuki from starter deck number 6. And the list today is coming from this noggin right here, because obviously there's not a lot of Sakazuki lists to go around because this leader is dog water. So let's get into why. Anyway, the leader itself, it's pretty standard. It's a 5 life, 5k leader. It's mono black. Activate main once a turn. You can pay 3 Dawn and trash a card from your hand to KO up to one of your opponent's characters with a cost of 0. So it's got a KO thing on a stick. It's got like a Brook effect on a stick, but you got to pitch a card and you got to pay 3, which is kind of insane. So it's like playing Brook from your hands to KO something for 0 on your leader. So anyway, let's get into the list itself. So we've got the 4 Tsuru, just a steady 2k that gives us some cost reduction, pretty standard there. We've got the 4 Sengoku to trash 2 Black Navy cards from our hand and draw 3 cards, some solid drop power. It's a 1k, gotta love it. Then we got the brand new, standard for every Navy deck, just a 2-drop searcher, pretty good. Then we got the Brook, that's gonna be like the lifeblood of the deck. We got 5 copies of it here in the deck with our leader also. So we got the on play, and when attacking, give up to one of your opponent's characters -1 cost for the turn, and KO up to one of your opponent's 0 cost characters. 3 cost 4k swinger with 1k counter. Pretty solid card. Love that guy. Definitely needs a reprint. I'm pretty sure it got a reprint. I don't know. Maybe in the new set, in the new PRB 2, I think it's getting a reprint. Not sure. Anyway, we got the 4 Tashigi, another 2k counter, 3 cost 4k. It's good for swinging, good for playing to get some cost reduction. Solid card all around. Then we've got the Hina here for some heavy cost reduction. This is going to give us -4 to something on play, and she's a solid body for 3 cost there. Then we've got the Garp. This is a solid blocker that we can just kind of keep around to help stave off some damage, and he also gives us a little bit of cost reduction as well, being able to tuck a card and give something -1 for the turn, which is really nice. Next up, we've got the Kuzan. It draws us a card on play. It's a good swing, and it's got some heavy cost reduction. So just a solid Navy card. A lot of decks are playing in most kind of like mono black builds. There's a solid little body there. Then we've got the Borsalinos. We got 4 of those guys. There's a little caveat to this guy. It says on the opponent's turn it gains 1,000 power and can't be KO'd by effects. This is like the kicker of the card that makes it really, really good at sticking to the board, and it can become both a solid swinger and a blocker. So we like Borso. 4 cost 5k, 1k counter, solid guy. How many times can I say solid in one video? Anyway, we got Rebecca. Rebecca is just another black engine that we see a lot of to just block for you, get stuff back from the yard, and play stuff for free. Then we've got the T-Bone, just some extra removal to kind of keep around. Removal on a stick and a 2k with that on-play effect, being able to KO something 2 cost or lower. Then we've got Sengoku, another blocker to help stave off some damage, just a little bit bigger of a body. That also gets us something back from the yard rested, so we've got a little bit of Dread Return stuff going there. Then we've got same thing with the teach here. Being able to rest this guy to KO something 3 or less is solid because it helps us get around some odd numbers on certain types of characters that we may see. And also when it dies, you get something back. So gotta love that. And then rounding out our character package, we've got our boss monster here is going to be the 10 cost Kuzan to give the whole board minus 5k or minus 5k, minus 5 cost. Really makes it easy to just kind of run away with the game in mono black decks. And it pops something that's cost 0 when it comes into play too, which is nice. Then in our events, we've got 3 I am the man who will become a Navy officer. This is just a little extra search here for us. Being able to look at the top 3 and take something Navy is pretty solid. Then we've got some finger pistols just as an extra removal package to kind of like help us seal the game out, because I think we're going to need a little bit more in... Swallow the mic. We're going to need a little bit more in this list than we would in a normal black deck, just because our leader is really not pulling very much weight. So having something that can hit 5 or less is also really nice, especially for those bigger bodies. And then last up, we've got 2 copies of Marineford. This is going to give something -1 on play, which is nice. Doesn't really come up a lot, but it's helpful. And then you can rest it to give something -1 also. So theoretically, when it comes down, it can give something -2, which is super solid, and it's going to just be a constant -1 that you can have that is just going to stick to the board and be able to be repeatable. So that's the list. Let's get into the games. All right, so getting into the game here, we're playing against Red Green Chopper. Going first, I'm going to keep my hand. We're going to jam the stage. I get no value from playing the stage, because you get that -1 cost when you play it, and then you can rest it to give something -1. But I'm just playing it now to get it down for later, so I don't have to use the Dawn on it. Now, he's going to drop a Nami. Let's see what he grabs off of that bad girl. Looks like he's going to grab OP04 Chopper. That's the one that plays something that's like 4,000 power or less, I think, when you play it. So... this is the start of our misplays this game, right? So instead, you can see I'm thinking about how, popping this Nami here, because I can theoretically activate the stage, make the Nami a 0, activate leader ability, pop it to clear board. But instead, I activate this searcher. I see 2 Borsos off of it, so I take one of the Borsos just because I don't want to lose all of them, you know what I mean? I'm going to only have one left in my deck if I trash the other 2. So we're going to get in for 6, which is cool. He's going to let that happen. We've got 2 Borsos in hand, and we let his Nami live, which was, like I said, one of our first mistakes here. He's playing that chopper that he fetched up to jam an EB01, EB02. I don't know which chopper that is, but it's one of the choppers. He's swinging in for 6. I think we're just going to have to take this. Otherwise, we lose both the Borsos that we just tried to save. So we're going to take it. We got Kuzan off of life, which is whatever. Back on our turn, we are going to finger pistol one of the choppers to try and get his board down, and then we're going to swing in for 6 and see if we can't stick some more damage. And it looks like he's going to shut up and come with us, which is par for the course. He left the Dawn up. I knew it was coming. And he's grabbing the chopper that's going to fetch guys off the deck, which is really bad for us because now when he swings on his turn, he's going to get a huge board. But he did take the damage, so we've got the life lead, which is pretty quirky. Back on his turn, he's going to play the Lapon and activate leader ability to give 1 Dawn to each up to 3 animal guys. Swing it in 5. This one we will counter out of because, like, fuck it, whatever. We can't take this early of an ass beating. 6 we're going to have to take. But he is getting his attacking trigger here. So what does he grab off the studious chopper? He's so studious. He's going to grab the chopper that plays a guy. So he's going to play hella characters this turn. And he's got that Lapon there, which is going to lead us right into some trouble here in a little bit. He's getting the chopper that we just blew up. So it's like we didn't even do anything. And we got to teach off the life. And then he's going to swing in 7 with leader, leaving that extra 1 up just to threaten another shut up and come, which is bad for us. We get a Rebecca off the life. Now, you keen-eyed viewers at home will know The Rebecca doesn't do shit here, but in my dumb, not thinking about it brain, I was like, fuck it, jam the Rebecca, play some blockers, we'll wall up, we'll get some things going, we'll be able to pop one of his guys, not realizing that Lapon was the guy that we should have popped, and not the 3-cost chopper, because that Lapon, when attacking, if it has 2 Dawn on it, it can KO something that is 4,000 power or less, which is exactly our Rebecca. So we wasted a turn doing this, and I think we are going to pay for it pretty badly. So he's going to try and counter out of the swing on his chopper with the Dead Man's Game, not realizing that Dead Man Game only works on your leader when you use it for counter. It's one of those quirky little events. So he wasted that, which is kind of pog for us. He lost his guy, and he pitched a card basically for nothing. So back on his turn, he's just going to slam hella choppers. He's playing the green ones. Got the Odyssey Chopper and Chopper Man to play him. Activating leader ability to give a bunch of Dawn stuff. And then here's where we get our ass punished for the Lapon. He's going to pop the Rebecca, swing it in for 5. We're going to counter out, but I mean, fuck, we're in a bad spot now that we lost that Rebecca to our own hubris. Let's see what swings now. This one, okay, he's going to swing board. He's trying to switch up. Maybe he thinks we've got a lot of counter in our hand, which is good for us. It's going to let us try and stave off this, but I just don't see it. I don't think we're coming back from this. He's going for board again. I think we have to counter out, but nope, we just let it happen. That was also probably a misplay. Granted, he still probably could have just KO'd it, but I think, yeah, he would have swung with his leader, but we would have still had 2 life, which was the good thing. Okay, so I'm going to play this in Goku, pitching the stage, and the Kuzan to draw and see if we can't dig our way out of this. We did hit a blocker that can't be KO'd by effects, so we're not going to get Lapont. We're going to jam that Borso, and then we're going to finger pistol away the Chopper Man. And then just, I guess, swing 5 on the Lapon, I think is the play here. That's the lowest power character that he has. Let's see if he counters out of it. It would be really nice if we could clear this from board. Maybe we can kind of, oh, yep. All right, cool. So we're in a much better spot now. We can possibly overcome this. We have a 2K, but he's going to pop the Dead Man's Game and rest our guys. And now we're back to square one in the shit pile. Activating leader ability, giving Dawn to all his guys, and we're just going to give him the handshake. So that was game 1. Let's get to game 2 and see if we can't make something better happen, because that was rough. All right, so getting into game 2, hopefully we can fare a little better. This time we're playing against Green Blue Sanji. You can see I was chatting him a little bit in the chat box there on the left already, trying to get my Dawn right. But we're gonna, same thing as the last game, we're gonna play the Marine Ford first. See if we can't just get it down, use it for later, that way we don't have to spend the Dawn. He's playing a Nami, and he's gonna fetch a Zoro. I'm not really sure which Zoro that is. It might be Film Zoro, I think. And he's gonna play Conqueror, which is a new card for Sanji. That's basically just gonna let him draw a card here. Back on our turn, we are going to swing for 5 and get in. Looks like he let us have it. We're going to play the Brook, pop his Nami, and then pass it back. He drops the Usopp. He is going to search the top 5. Let's see what he grabs off of that with the Crashing the Wedding there. Love the art on this Sakazuki. He grabs the EBO2 Usopp. I'm not really sure what that one does. We'll figure it out, I'm sure, eventually. So, he's going to try to get in for 6. I think I just let him take it, because, I mean, I have 5 life. Cool. We got a 10-cost Sakazuki. I'm sure that will help us later. It looks like I'm looking here for maybe that Usopp in the chat. Yes. Okay, so if you have 2 or fewer characters with 5,000 or more power in play, play up to 1 power 6,000 or lower character from your hand that has no abilities. Okay, so it just cheats a guy into play. That's good to know. On our turn, we're going to play this Tashigi, shrink his Usopp, shrink the Usopp again with the stage, and then swing leader for 5 with Brook and pop that Usopp that we just shrunk to 0. Nice and clean. He's going to try and counter out, so that's fine. Now we're going to swing 6 and see if we can't push a little bit more damage, and he's still countering out. That's crazy. All right, so back on his turn, he does play the Usopp to play, looks like that's a vanilla chopper with 6,000 power, and then he's playing the VV to refill his hand. That's a pretty solid little combo there. If your leader is multicolored and you've got 5 or less cards in your hand, draw 2 cards. I really like that VV. He's trying to clear our board with his Sanji here. I think I should save it, but I'm pretty sure I let him have it. Because I could pitch 3 cards to save it, but I just don't know if it's worth it, so we're just going to let him have it. Got a Rebecca on our draw. Got 7 down to work with. I think we're going to finger pistol at least one thing here. I'm going to get rid of the chopper just to keep his board down. And then I think we can get rid of the Usopp too if we just shrink it with stage and then use leader ability. We could swing, that way we should be able to swing with the Tashigi too, I think, if we do that. No, I think we'll be 1 don short for that attempt. But anyway, he pitches out. We're going to play the Garp instead, so that's fine. Just kind of walling up a little bit. We're going to be able to kind of filter our hand to give some minus cost too, to be able to clear the board later. He's going to Conquer. We're 2 turns away from Kuzan also, which is important to remember. Because once we get the Kuzan on game, like, we're just going to clear board forever. Like, there's nothing he can do against that, I don't think. Like, his whole deck has 5 cost or lower, it seems. He's going to search, grabbing another one of those choppers. Maybe he Usopp choppers again. Now he's going to play the Zoro from EBO2. That's going to let him try and swing on one of our things if he can rest it. He's going to rest probably the blocker. Yep. Called it. Called it. Swinging on to Garp. I think we just let him have it. Let him have it. Yep. Nothing you can do about that. Honestly, we're just trying to stave off damage until we can get to Kuzan at this point. Taking this all day. Another Rebecca, making it that much easier to get to Kuzan, baby! Alright! Alright, so definitely we're gonna shrink the Zoro and then we're gonna T-bone him, get him out of here just right off the bat. And then looks like I'm just swinging board, keeping it simple. I think we can play the brand new now too. After this, get some stuff back in our hands. Yep, brand new for take the 2K. If I think I should take the 2K. Yeah, I am smart. My past self is smart. We took the 2K. All right. Okay, 9-drop Sanji for a 5-cost chopper. The payoff was not there, gang. It was not there. Pack it up. It's time to pack it up. You gotta have some better payoff for that, gang. What's he doing? What's going on here? I'm looking at his trash. He's gonna get in for 6, and then he's gonna pass his fucking turn. Do we counter out of this? No, we just... Yeah, I think... I think we totally could. I don't remember if I did. I think it's probably better to there, just to have that much more cost to try and blow the Sanji out, but whatever. I don't think I'm really that much concerned about it. I think I can clear the Sanji later, swing T-Bone, swing leader, and then Kuzan. Yep. That's exactly what I did. God, I'm a fucking genius. Oh, is he gonna counter out of this one too? Oh, he countered out of both swings, which is kind of bogus. That's gonna put us back. We're gonna get rid of the chopper anyway. He can smack us for 9, which is like fine, whatever. But like, we're just gonna KO the Sanji on the clapback. It's whatever. Oh, I'm in shambles. The Red Rock, dude. I talked myself right into it. Kuma's mad about it too. He's like, can you believe Red Rock? Can you believe it? Bullshit. Okay, he's gonna swing on our T-bone. I let him have it like an idiot. And then he's gonna get in for 9. Okay, so Sengoku off of life is pretty good. This is a damn shame we can't use it for any fucking thing. Unless we draw some sick Navy stuff here. Okay, that brand new helps. That puts the Sengoku on. Can't believe that fucker red rocked my Kuzan. Okay, so we're gonna Tsuru the Tashigi, shrink it with stage, and then pop it. Let's go ahead and get that right the hell out of here. I don't want to see that. And we're gonna Becca up, get the Brook back, get the Brook back. Come on, get the Brook back. No, don't get the Borsellino back, get the Brook back. What did I get back? I got the T-bone back. Interesting. Casting the brand new off the cuff, and then I think we take the Hina. Okay. And then we're just gonna keep digging. Okay, so we're trying to restabilize. I honestly don't remember if I won or lost this game. Oh man. Okay, so no, we're not even gonna play the searcher. We're just gonna swing and face. We got in. All right, cool. He's got no counter. Let's go. He's got no counter, bro. So we just have to live some swings. There's so many things in green blue that he can do. What's he grabbing on this Nami? He's got a million different ways to rest us. Okay, he's got it. He's gonna rest the Rebecca. He's gonna swing 9. He's gonna swing face. Dude, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Yup. Okay, 5. We can counter out of that. Pitch the Becca. No big deal. We take the 9. All right, we're fine. We're fine. He didn't put enough down on. I don't know why he played the fucking. Actually, no. Yeah, he had to play the Zoro if he was gonna push for a game. I lied. Never mind. But we're in dire straits. Like, I still don't. I mean, unless we just go crazy Don math. It's time for some fucking math. I'm taking y'all to school right now. Don't play cards. What am I doing? Don't listen. You see what I'm doing right here? You see this? Don't do this, kids. At home, don't do this. When you got to get... dude, what am I doing? Granted. All right, now granted. Tsuru is a 0 power character. It would take a lot of Dawn for me to be able to do it. But what, 8 Dawn on a Tsuru, 2 Dawn for 7? What? There's no way that he lives 8 and 7, right? That's what I should have done. But instead, I opted for the slow and steady route. So we are going to play the Sengoku to get back the Kuzan, getting a brand new to hand, and we're gonna swing on the Zoro for 7. Because he did. To be fair, he didn't swing at me at all. Like he didn't hit face at all last turn. So we have an opportunity here to try and get our get back. Taking the 9 all day, getting this 2K off the life is pretty good there. It's gonna probably keep us alive this turn. I don't think he kills us this turn because of that. And we have a blocker with the Sengoku. Five coming in. We could probably pretty comfortably just go to 0. I mean, unless he's got a way to block. We're not going to go to 0 just because, yeah, unless he's got a way to, not block, rest our blocker. That's what I meant to say. Probably not safe to go to 0 here. So swinging in for 7. This is where we block and counter, yeah. And then the worst he can do, he's got a split focus. And he didn't swing face. Counter out of this. And we're golden. We're golden. This is where we just kill him. I think we got this. Don Math time. Should have been Don Math time last turn, but now it's for real Don Math time. He's got 4 cards in hand. So theoretically, if he's got all 2Ks, he's got 8K worth of counter. That's all we got to beat out. And we've got 4 bodies to swing. So we're going to get in for 9. That means he's got to pitch at least 3 cards off of this, unless he's got a 0-cost event. We got in there, baby. Now we can just go 9 again. Same thing. He's got to pitch at least 3 cards. And then if you can't do that, oh, dude, we got there, boys. We got there. All right, Sakazuki takes a win. So those were the games. I appreciate you for watching. We won some, we lost some, we cried, we cheered. Sakazuki's back on the menu. Shout out to fucking Blue Black Sakazuki. Shout out to John Bandai for putting everything back the way it was supposed to be back in the day of 2 years ago. I didn't play back then, but I'm glad that you guys are excited to be, you know, eating good. My buddy Jackson's playing it for regionals. He's super jazzed, but I'm a little less jazzed about Starter Deck 6 Sakazuki that we played here today. It's fun, but it's just very generic. There's so many mono black decks that could just do it better with the same 50. Probably, honestly, you could just throw the same 50 on like a Isho or like a fucking Garp or something like that, and probably have way better games. It's a mark of a miracle that I even got a dub with this one. But if you can do it, I implore you, take the challenge. Take the Starter Deck 6 mono black Sakazuki challenge, and only play decks like Green Blue Sanji, because that's the only way you're going to catch a dub if you're playing other off meta tripe. But yeah, this has been Off Meta Monday. This is the return. Expect a lot more content from me here soon. I've been making stuff in batches. I'm trying to get a lot better about it. I'm trying to like actually get into the whole like YouTube thing and do all the shits and blah 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 blah. But yeah, this has been Off Meta Monday. I'm your host Flaffic, and thanks for watching.